Yo, what's good, everybody? It's your man, Legacy the Prince.
I am CEO AALIYAH.
And it's your boy, DJ B4EY.
Yes, sir, and it's the Fresh Leftovers radio show, the world's most dangerous Christian hip-hop radio show. We here. I'm excited, yo. It's a vibe in here for real. It's a vibe in here for real. You know what I'm saying? I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Yo, we got an iconic superstar in the building right now, man.
What you
mean?
Selena, that's who it is.
Selena.
What you talking about, man? I'm super excited, man. We got the big homie, the one and only Griff in the building, man. How you doing, my brother?
Man, I'm so blessed to be here this morning. Thank y'all for having me this afternoon, tonight, whenever y'all watch this.
Whenever.
It's just good to be here, man. It's good to, we talk for a living, so as long as you can keep doing what you do every day, that's the blessing.
Yes, sir, man. It's a whole vibe, man. I'm super excited. I'm trying not to fan out because I met you like 3-something years ago at the Spin Awards.
Oh, the first one I hosted.
That was fun.
That was fun.
That was great.
So look, they want me to come back to do that, and I want to do that, but I had to do so much, and the lady I did it for, one thing about me, I understand that black people do, they have these, and we got to stop saying the first annual because it's not an annual till you have the inaugural one. So, right. But we have these events, and it might go crazy. It might not go the way you want it to go. Yeah. So I'm all for working with folk. I know, I'm a comedian. I know how to stretch it between the short times. And then the next year, they was like, we want you to do it again. I was like, I want to do it. Then they was like, with less money. I was like, stop it.
Oh, wow.
So I might do it this year. They was calling me.
So on the same budget, they got it.
The budget came up. They got it.
And it ain't even about the budget. Yeah. It's about the consistency.
I got
you. You know what I'm saying? Like, you kind of owe me for saving your production. Like, that's how I feel. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to know your value. Like,
we getting there.
Oh, we getting started, dog.
We getting there.
Okay, my
but
bad.
People
owe me,
like, you should say, give Griff whatever he want, dog.
Whatever.
Because he saved us, and if it wasn't for his edits and his 19 hours of being there, and it was only supposed to be 3 hours.
Bruh.
You understand me? So,
yo, you was killing
shout
it.
out to the Spin Awards.
I knew you was about to bring that up. I knew you was about to start that.
Nah, he knew what, I mean, of course. When you hear what he was talking about,
talk about how long the Hip Hop Awards
No,
was.
you saved it. No, but you saved it. Look, it was so boring.
Saved is.
Nah, we was there for what, 11 hours?
No, for real.
Let me tell you something. If you was there for 11, I was there for 13. 8 hours.
My bad, 8. Because I got there about 3-4 o'clock, and we didn't leave till about 11.
I did too.
Yes.
And I was this. I mean, and again, so you. So this is the thing with Christians though. Sometimes, and they get scary, and they mix it with the world. So if God give you a vision, then you gotta know that He gonna provide provision. Like, you're not gonna be able to get that by yourself. You're gonna get blessed. Somebody gonna call you and be like, I don't know why I'm supposed to, but God told me to work with you for the next 2 weeks. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when you want to run everything, when you want to just, and because it's your baby and you want to make sure it's, you missing out on all the people around you that was sent to help. And, sometimes I think as creatives, and if God is the creator, then we're all creatives at some point. As creatives, we got to understand, you can't do it alone. It sound good. You know what I'm saying? I'm a comedian. I stand on stage by myself.
Yeah.
A violinist doesn't need a whole bunch of tennis player, a golfer. Those are boxer. These are solo sports. But if a boxer ain't have his whole training camp,
exactly.
Like, sorry. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I didn't have wonderful muses around me, I wouldn't be funny. If I didn't have a radio station or a stage that, so you got to use everything that's around you. And I don't think we do it on purpose. I just think that
overthink it.
You're supposed to overthink it so genius is weird, man, right? Because you could sit and hum a song all day and then later write a verse for it and then call your production homie and get in the booth and 4 years from now, it could be a single or win a Grammy or something for it, right? So I just think nothing should be rushed.
Facts. And I felt like that too, man. I was really disappointed because after
My wife was there. She right over there.
Yeah, she sat in front of us, and it was just like, yo, like, they really
so
got
here go something nobody know yet. Now I'm gonna tell.
Okay, tell us.
Do y'all remember the ladies that was on there?
I was just about.
I don't even want to talk
So
about that.
look,
I don't want to talk about
yes,
that.
her son or nephews or cousins
I
or
heard about
something
it.
is gang members. And then they was all on my IG threatening me.
You said
Why?
Yeah,
I promise
it
you.
was.
I ain't even know. It took Cant Jones because we laughed about it. So if the same dudes is listening, homies, relax, dog. I don't know if it was your mama, your auntie, your first cousin, whoever it was. They couldn't sing. Now, if I gotta die because your family members can't sing, then I will go see Jesus and my grandma and Michael Jackson. It'll be fine. But overall, like that's.
Now that was horrible.
LA, dog. I ain't never been gang challenged my whole life. I'm grown. I got dog. It was way random, and I was really hitting the homies that was on there. Like, hey, is these your boys?
Wow.
Is these your boys?
Yeah.
Is these your boys? Because I have
fair.
no idea what they talk about. And it was Cant Jones who said, "Man, I asked everybody in the camp. It wasn't them, but I think." You know, them girl, and then was asking my wife, what I say? I don't even remember. Like, it couldn't have been.
I remember.
So this what happened. This the crazy thing, right?
I remember vividly.
I know who they are.
First
like,
of all.
I know them. And then when you was going...
If you know them, okay, here, let's hear. I'm going to let you continue. You know them. You know them. Can they sing?
Trash.
Thank you.
Terrible.
We said we're going to stop using that
All right,
word.
No, trash is important. Let's not downplay it. And then this is all I'm saying. Y'all know them. I don't even know them. I'm a comedian who hosting a show. I'm so hard on singers and rappers. I hate them. I hate all of them. If you can't rap like them, the Gap stars and the dudes, when you
hold on. So what you got?
No.
No, what you got?
I'm saying when you sweet, people gonna remember you. When you not, they not gonna remember you,
Who?
or they gonna remember you for not being sweet.
All right. Who do you think?
No, wait. We ain't about to run past that. Just because you know the ladies.
You know he want to
No. Yeah, it go back to you. Yeah, it go back to you. So all the gang member and the violence should go to him. What's your IG, dog?
Wow.
Because you've been on these people.
Neutral.
I just met them, dog.
I'm neutral.
I got into a karaoke beat.
I would be real. That performance was not.
That was the worst one.
And guess what? As a performer, you can have a bad day.
Yeah.
A baseball player could strike out the whole game. You went to go pay money to see the homie, and he ain't catch nothing, dropped one out there, and struck out all day.
Yeah.
So and then the next 3 days later, he hit 4 home runs. So I understand having a bad set. Them ladies whose names I don't even know, and I don't care, homie. I'm real talk about my whole life. I promise you I don't care. And whoever that mad, that's how I know they was sorry. That's how I knew. I was like, oh, people sensitive.
Yeah.
Oh, they was hurt.
Like I told
somebody went home and said, man, Griff messed up our whole, and if it wasn't for that blankety blank Griff, I probably would have sang. All I remember saying
that dread
is no. 2 things. Okay, yeah, I remember 2 things. You just made me remember that. I know the girl had on a Tina Turner ain't 2 pants and it said ain't one of them stringy.
I remember when you said that.
I remember it vividly.
She had a dress on that was the shimmery Tina Turner dress. It was just pants though. Later, I found out there's a giant hole in them. I ain't even say that. Thank you, Jesus at the church. I ain't see the hole in the shimmery. But I believe I said at the end, trying to say something nice, because I had nothing nice to say. I know what I said first.
Let me tell you.
In the beginning, no, I already know what you're going to say. So it's like 4 ladies came out, and it was a rule that we had established that everybody use not my mic.
Exactly.
Like, I don't care.
Also, yeah, I remember
There's
that.
hella mics here at this church.
Yep.
Don't use mine. I remember I asked the pastor.
Yep.
Can I have my own mic, pastor? Where's your mic at, pastor? They gave me his mic. So the ladies came over here.
It was 4 of them.
It was 4 of them. They had 2 mics, and they said, we need more mics. So then we scrounged up some mics.
Yeah.
She looked over at you first.
She looked, and I put mine under the table. Like, what did you look away? That's probably whose son want to kill me. I don't know. I don't know which one's child want to kill me or relative. So then so after they very, very quiet at a church performance, I came on and calmly said, y'all ain't need 4 mics. I said the DJ. I said DJ said, y'all. The DJ told me tell you y'all ain't need 4 mics. And then I said, and if you wear the shimmery joint, shimmer. I mean, it's a gospel way to. She ain't moved one of them things, the tassels or whatever they made out of, and you know what I'm talking about, right? I wasn't saying twerk. I think maybe she went back mad and told somebody and he wanted me to twerk or I don't know. But all I was saying, love the pants, make the pants move. That's all I was saying. Even if you walk
my turn yet, please?
All right, go ahead.
So Legacy can recall what happened because Griff was wilding, son. Everything
I ain't gonna lie.
Everything you said, I said
that was a nice way. That was a nice way.
No, he really did.
Everything you said, Griff was just,
everybody was like,
Griff was like, Griff came out. Griff was just like, yo, this industry isn't for everybody.
Yes, that's exactly what you said.
And I was in the first row, and I was just like, yes.
That sound
I
like
was like,
me too.
exactly.
That
He was like, if you gonna do this, you gotta do it correct. You gotta come correct.
That's real.
You have to perform. You gotta.
And then I probably say, iRock said y'all.
He was like,
y'all
can't just stand here and just.
You got the shimmer dress. You need to
shimmer.
You got
the shimmer dress. Shimmer.
That's all I was saying.
And he was like, you was pretty much going down the lines like, yo, everybody's not built for that. And if you just don't have the talent, you just don't have the talent.
And
to
it's
be on
not personal.
Stages. And it's not personal.
But it was so personal.
Oh, it got personal. I actually heard about the Instagram thing later.
I reposted it. They was like, you a blank boy, and if I see you did.
I know. I think I know who it was.
I reposted all up and said, you can't please everybody.
And then somebody was like, somebody addressed that situation on there on one of the comments too. I don't remember specifically what it said. I just know somebody said something to that comment that person said to you. Yeah, it was ridiculous.
That's wild. That's too much.
When did this happen? Why you didn't tell me about this?
The next day.
It was the next
because day. I was going. So here, let me tell you how the enemy worked out.
Talk to us.
Have the best day ever. And then at the end, get in a fight with your spouse or your partner. You know what I'm saying? Like that. He don't care about the timing. You care about the timing. I did so good today. The day ain't over. The enemy ain't taking no time off into messing up your life. So even though I left that event and was like, hey, they should do this, and this to fix it next year.
Oh yeah, we had a lot to talk about that.
Yeah,
it was and that's all. Man, I'd have got 9 women, dog. If I was Jay Williams, I would have got 9 females that love organization and that love to know, because in the middle of the show, it was a bunch of artists, momagers and other people that was helping that. I would have put them on first. Yeah. It was a white lady there that was from Tennessee with BBJ who had asked the night before, if you need any help on the stage. I done did 1,000 concerts. I'd have been like, need help.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's wild, because I don't understand, because like, first of all, I've been to that church before, and in the back, you have the green room and everything.
I never saw the back. Okay, so here was my real problem. Okay, I ain't had no water, dog.
No, we know you didn't have no
green room.
No, I
ain't sit nowhere. Did you see me give out?
Yeah, you gave
2
us
M&Ms.
No. First of all, Griff put 3 M&Ms in my hand. He was just like, I said 2.
Yeah. I was
Give it back.
I'm walking around this church.
Put one back.
Somebody has some now and laters or something. I'm literally
some crackers.
Some Skittles, some crackers. I'm giving people a little bit. Nobody is rushing me and snatching. Everybody got their hand out.
We were starving
because everybody was hungry, dog.
Yeah, hungry.
Getting a food truck to come up to something like that
would have been the smartest thing they could have did.
Easiest thing. You could have called them still at 8. Hey. We just need burgers and tacos, dog. It's something. It'd have been a line. Like it's little things like that I believe a woman would have caught. As the dude who had to put it all together, I might have missed that. Dang, people gotta eat. You know what I'm saying? I'm so concentrated on the first inaugural woo. I done forgot the green room. My host ain't sweet. But if you have people to help you, they take care of it.
Hold on. Didn't they have a food stand out there?
No, it was just chips and drinks.
First of all, she was definitely overselling the chips.
It was like, I would too.
Oh, yeah.
It's no food. $9. Little bit.
Dang.
Cheetos.
Yeah, and that's what it was. That's what it was.
$9 from the get 5 of 4 different variety ones.
Yeah,
$9.
exactly.
The little bag.
For the 50-cent bag.
Yeah.
You got Zelle, I got Zelle, I got cash. I was like, dang, yo, she racking up.
Like, I felt like I wanted to call it a food truck or order pizza. Like, how hard would it have been for real to put $200 on some Little Caesars, dog?
Right.
And they would have. That's like 50 pieces or something.
Especially when all the artists paid. They paid the paid to perform. So.
And see, I ain't know none of that.
All right, too much.
Too
much.
Everybody didn't pay.
All I know is I gotta die because people can't say.
Now I gotta die.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta all the way see Jesus.
That's crazy.
Yo, so listen, man. I know we we jumped right in on chemistry immediately because we all know what we talking about. But we did a whole show on this, so everybody, you could go back and listen to the show, and then you can tap back in. It'll make all the sense.
Y'all saying the whole time. Griff play too much.
You definitely in that.
And then after this person, Griff said, and then I remember Griff. Remember the person that had they just had their pants leg up. And I walked out. And then somebody told me on the side, "Hey man, you know it's people here." I said, "Dog, this is a church. I swear for God, I'm gonna tell the truth on that stage. If I don't tell no truth anyway, be mad. Whoever mad, good.
He's a comedian,
right?
How about not even comedian?
Just be
mad.
He said, "Be mad."
I want you to be mad. You like a fool, but you could sing, and that's why I left him alone. I mess with everybody. One's safe. I talk about my own mama. I talk about my wife. You think if you can't sing and you got holes in your pants, I'm not gonna recognize that when I just talked about my mama and my kids and my whoever.
The prophetess.
That joke was so funny.
They be mad for real.
For real?
Oh yeah, they be mad.
The
prophetesses be mad, dog. When I tell that joke, dog. I get a lot of DMs that be 1,000 characters, dog. I never read it. Let me tell you something.
Told me
you
to
can
tell
ask my
you.
wife. My wife would never text me something that I gotta go like this to. I gotta do 2 swipes to read. She would never text me that because guess what? That's stupid to text somebody. Call me with all them words.
Or voice
man.
Especially a man. You text me and say where you at, when you coming. Hey, hi. I know you having a day, but I just want to say on Thursday the 10th. I get a lot of those from the radio too. From Griff. You made fun of the Zetas, and I'm a Zeta. And why don't you take your no school? They be mean Christians.
Wow.
And then I just reply, so mean.
And just leave it at that.
But I'm the jerk, but you just sent me. Here's what my dad been sending me. So, shut up, man.
Oh, wow. We can get her a mic or something.
So my dad never texts me.
Uh-huh.
I'm 50 this year. I could count all the texts he texts me on a couple hands. Like, he just don't text me. And I don't care because I text him. And we ain't talked for 20 years, and now we cool, and forgiveness is real, and that's my homie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he still don't text me and say, love you, man, think about you, I ain't want nothing, just want to say I'm proud of you. All stuff I say to my kids.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So last week, about 3 weeks ago, he just starts sending me these horrible Jesus forwards. The ones with the font, with the flowers,
and it's blurry.
Say Friday's blessings.
Blurry.
They be cut off and giant flowers. Today is a Thursday blessing. I ain't read none of them, but I hate them so much. But I love that the old dude is trying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
he
I
just
really
figured it out. That's why he sent it to you.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I still ain't read them. Today is a beautiful day. Dad, grow up.
Wow.
That's a church.
But I appreciate his effort.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about it a lot because I always wanted him to text me. Then he started texting me Jesus forwards. Now I don't want him to text me no more. So you gotta be careful what you
ask for. Look at you.
That's sweet though.
I give it to you.
Sweet. I think it. My wife even said he's trying. Leave him alone. And then one was the blingy. It was like a GIF or a GIF, and it had sparkles. Thou shalt have with the bling.
And then
the font for
the
me,
invisible
dog.
one that came up. Where'd you learn how to do this?
Wow.
Like he done got sweet on copy and pasting.
Yeah,
I'm proud of him. You know what I'm saying? It's the little
about
things you got to see. Me and my dad ain't talked for a long time, man, and it was through my pastor, Jesse Kearney III, who just told me to fix that and honor your father, and you breaking in a bandit, and God hates you. and he your dad, and you would not talk to him for 20 years, cut him some slack.
Yeah.
You a father. It ain't easy raising them. They hard. They don't listen. You know what I'm saying? You can. Maybe I was a horrible son. Maybe I had it wrong the whole time. I didn't, but that's the slack I cut him because I'm a parent.
Got to, yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And guess what? My life's mantra is live in the past, die in the past. It's over. I don't want to say, y'all remember me? I was on Comic View in '97. Like, it's grown people that was like, I was the fastest dude at Westlake High School, 2001.
Man,
Like,
dang.
all today and last week happened. And you telling me
Right.
about one time you and Little John cut. I was just, I'm in Atlanta, so everybody like, Griff, I ain't seen you. Man, remember with me and Little John? I do. Cafe Red Train, 01, February.
Wow. 20 years ago.
Or more. It's crazy.
So, question, right? The one thing that I realize and that I like about you and your personality is the fact that you just straight up. Because I get crucified.
I get crucified too, but I don't care because I hate Christian people. This
Me
is
too.
why.
I say that all the time.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Don't I say that all the time?
Meanest human beings. I remember when I got to Texas, and I've been in Dallas 5 years. I went to a Holy Ghost church. I ain't know what that was. I just saw
Speaking
a
in
church
tongues.
and running and gloves and no
Robes, church
makeup
robes.
and
So black and
skirts and all that. So I think I was wearing some jeans and a shirt that said Jesus or something, some Converse, and the oldest lady in the world was at the door.
Oh my
like,
God.
Somebody's
Great
Nana's friend. And it's a big giant church, like it's new, but they sent the first young man person who ever came to that church to the door. And she opened the door, she said, can I help you, baby? I said, I'm coming to church. And she
Full of
looked
glasses.
me up and down.
Not the Air Forces.
She looked me up and down, and somebody said, hey, Miss Mother, that's Griff. He with the pastor, and she was like, So that's one example. Then I was performing at a church in the country, and I expected, and then another lady brought me on, and she had her glasses, and she was like, yeah, the next speaker is a comedian, praise God, but ain't nothing funny about my Jesus. So if
Wow.
we don't know what he gonna talk about, but it must be nice to talk about the Lord and all the things he done. Man, I was on the side hollering. Best intro ever. I said, whose mama is that? I hate her. And I think if you don't hit Christian people in the face hard, then they gonna take you for bad. They can't help it. You know what I'm saying? Really mean people who forgot that they was hoes.
Wow.
Must be
That's
nice.
what I be talking about.
Must be nice, Sister Richardson, to have all the way forgot that you were a whore out here in these streets.
Facts.
And now you judging people who got tattoos or whatever.
Exactly.
Facts.
It's just mean. And so God has had me in this genre for 5 years now. Well, probably since 07. I ain't really, I don't want to talk about the...
What genre are you talking about?
This gospel Christian.
Okay.
Gospel.
Because I had asked the Lord, I was like, Lord, whatever you want me to do. If you don't want me to do comedy no more, it's fine. I remember being in his duplex in Lawrenceville, and I was naked I had nothing. I had lost my apartment. I was about to let me tell you how you about to get evicted. They evicted you on Tuesday.
Yeah.
You just move out Saturday, Sunday or so you don't really get evicted, but they was evicting you. The lady at the front desk was cool with me. She was like, Griff, they coming on Tuesday. So whatever you gonna do, make a move. I had no move. Found this duplex online. It was in Lawrenceville. I met the renter, the leaser lady, because we was on AOL chat talking in German. I speak fluent German, so I'm half trying to remember the word, but I'm talking to this lady in German who finally say, man, I'm a believer. Me and my husband got a church. We got a duplex. It ain't nothing big. We like your spirit. You ain't got to put down a deposit or nothing. So I'm in this duplex. It's one way in. It's all Mexicans around me. It's 2 black people in the whole. I called it the reservation, like Native Americans, but it was really Guadalajaran people, which look like to anybody else look like short Mexicans, like 5'1" with the big 10-gallon hat with the turquoise belt buckle and the tight jeans
and the cowboy boots.
Yeah, them. So Friday and Saturday they turn up so hard they hit my mailbox 8 times. Like knocked it out the cement. Dang. Letters everywhere, just drunk on the weekends, for real. So I'm stuck in it. So this is my wilderness. And I lay down naked on the ground in my living room and I say, Lord, I got nothing. Whatever. This is not how I saw my life in a duplex with the Mexicans running over my mail all the time. Like, what do I need to do? I'll quit doing comedy. I'll serve you. Yeah. And he told me, number 1, get up. You know, it's a duplex floor. Would you?
You don't know what's on there,
take
bro.
Another bath.
Go soak.
And he told me, no, I just want you to do it a different way. He was like, I want you to be a comedian. I made you that way. But I just want you to do it a different way. So I started doing clean. And what I learned very quickly is that Christian comedians are corny. Very super duper corny. Dress up like a grandma, you know. So I'm in Deuteronomy 23:10. You know, it's just cornballio. But I hate them the most because I started in a club. I started at no Christian comedian ever been to a comedy club. They only do, now more have, but overall, they not going to a comedy club. They get to do First Lady's birthday in front of 850 people. Then they get to do the church anniversary in front of 12 or 14. They do 2 shows in a year. They Christian comedians. I hate them so much. But God told me with the church, it's more people in here who don't know Christ, that don't have a relationship with me. So talk to them people. Yeah. Don't talk to the people who know. That's why I be messing with pastors. I said, y'all know all verses. I don't know no verses. You walk up to a pastor and be like, Pastor, I'm doing bad. Ephesians 6:5. Like,
and then call the prophetess.
You know,
she got a word for you.
You like my prophetess joke. The prophetess joke is so real.
I was rolling.
That's why they be mad for real. But yeah, life is good, man. You gotta be not. You should have known.
You should have known.
Where we going to eat? Prophetess.
You just look over it. So has this PC culture made it difficult for you to like do comedy?
So,
because you're
the
really
homosexuals, the homosexuals, and the LGBTQ semicolon all the rest of the letters.
Facts.
My pronouns is homie, partners, and cuz. That's my pronouns. That's what I would like to be. So if they make a bathroom for the homie, that's what I'm going in. But I think in this genre, it's a lot of homosexual people that's bashing homosexual people and they homosexual.
True.
You know, it's a lot of pastors that's yipping and yapping and yipping and yapping, but they homosexuals. It's a lot of dude singers that's homosexuals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And God told me, mind my business. But now, they know, don't be funny. Get your feelings all the way hurt in the public. Not me. Don't play that on somebody else. But I know them all. It's like 5 dudes that ain't gay in gospel. Dang. Let me not. That'll be the quote. And then they'll miss the whole. Griff says it's 5 dudes. But the real dudes, like who I love, like Pastor John P. Key and Fred Hammond and Marvin Sapp and Ken Jones, and you know, it's a bunch of OGs. But there's a lot of people who, unfortunately, got touched when they was kids at a church.
Yeah.
Still got a high voice and can sing, but nobody addressed the touching at the church by the youth pastor, and they singing to the Lord with the best pipes in the world, and they broke it. You know what I'm saying? So I believe until you can be healed from what broke you. You know, my father broke me as a kid. Like the only dude, like your dad ain't supposed to beat you up and tell you gonna be sorry and you ain't never going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know that. I feel that 100%.
That's like, look at that baby right there. Like, you would look her in the eye and say, you ain't never you gonna be like that. Them things hurt.
Right.
Forever.
You know what I'm saying?
For a long
And you
time.
can't take them back, and they do remember, so he broke me. And a lot of my everything was to show my dad. I'm going to show him.
Yeah.
I'm going to join. He was a Marine. I'm going to join the Army. I'm going to show him, I'm going to do comedy and talk about him.
Dang.
And then in the end, I probably should have just not talked to him. I think 20 years is a lot.
Yeah, that's a
I didn't have to not talk. He deserved a hard 10, though. But the other 10 was petty, and that's me. And that's what I thank God for forgiving me for being petty to one of his commandments and not honoring my parents. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just thank God that, I've lived long enough that I could see my dad send me horrible Jesus forward. So that's the end of that one.
AALIYAH.
Do you and your mom got a relationship?
Oh, yeah. So my mom been married 9 times, right?
No, for real?
Yeah, very seriously.
Oh my God.
And my mom always married dudes that beat her up and never opened the door for her, gave her flowers, and so I became that to her. I became that man. She made me this phantom man that wouldn't be like dudes she dated. I actually really have an attitude if my wife open her door by herself, or I'd be kind of mad for real for like 10 minutes.
That's why when y'all was getting out of the car, she didn't open the door.
Never. She ain't, and that was an Uber.
Yeah.
Like, she ain't opening the door.
Don't touch nothing.
That's my queen.
I love that.
No woman,
my
no.
wife to do that
But
same
no
thing.
woman around me gonna have to ever open the door. No woman around me that I can see gonna take out trash, and I'm
Facts.
standing right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
no,
I agree.
I'm not gonna let a woman pump gas by herself.
Period.
Like, I don't.
Facts.
I don't
If you
even let my
old,
wife
if
do
you
it at
young,
all.
I'm like, can I do that for you? I don't want your number or nothing. I'm a man. Women ain't supposed to pump gas
real
and
one.
take out trash, dog.
How you get around the strong black strong feminist movement? You know what I'm
Independent.
saying? I can do it myself.
Well, my
I don't
mom is the hardest female I know. Like, I said she was around dudes that beat her up, but it was a bunch of dudes got beat up. Like, it's a bunch of.
Oh, they
I don't
tried
watch
it.
my mom fight more than a dozen dudes. You know what I'm saying? Like, who want to say that about their mama? Like, my mom ain't never been no punk. You ain't cussing her out and slamming the door and thinking it's over because you left the crib. You got to catch all this by the sidewalk. So I think being around a strong woman who didn't use her strength. Oh, hallelujah. Thank you, Holy Ghost. But she ain't have a dad. Know what I'm saying? She ain't have a dad to tell her, baby, you beautiful.
Yeah.
Baby, come here. Baby, stand behind me.
Yeah.
No dude gonna hit you.
Yeah.
And I'm trying not to cry now, but it taught me how to be. You know what I'm saying? It taught me how to protect women. How to, I can't let a dude cuss a chick out at a restaurant and not say nothing.
Right.
And it ain't even about, hey man, say that to a real dude. It's about maybe making them laugh and, hey, can I buy you a drink, partner? Come on.
Yeah.
It's ways to diffuse.
Yeah.
It's always the ways to diffuse. And when you can't diffuse, then you are a gorilla. If a woman can't tell you what she needs and how she feels about something, and your only reaction is to grab her by the arm or shake like you a gorilla.
Yeah.
And gorillas get put down any kind of way. See one come. Ain't nobody gonna let a gorilla get close.
Facts.
But if the gorilla walked up to you and said, excuse me, I'm lost and I'm actually trying to get back to the zoo, you're gonna say, well, hold on, Willie B. Let me
Hold on. What's
get
the
you
gorilla
back
name?
to
Yeah, Willie B was in there.
get you back to the zoo.
Call you
sir.
an Uber, sir.
Yeah. So there's always ways to de-escalate, and I think I just really went through a lot of therapy and psychiatry and just always learning how to de-escalate, because the way I was brought up, it went from 0 to 1 million within 4 minutes. Like it was no real cause. Like we was like, are we getting beat up because the house is too clean? Like what's?
Yeah, I got Caribbean parents, so they was. So you know how it is.
Yeah,
with the
ain't no
island
emotions
folks.
around y'all.
What?
Right.
And
I
I'm
was
dealing
just
with
talking
a
to
lot
my
of that
homeboy. Yeah, I was talking to my homeboy. He was like, "Oh yeah, my parents is Jamaican. It's no tears, no hug you on the shoulders. That's what you get."
And when I got married, I had to learn like and like going to therapy helped me because my therapist was telling me like the way that you spoke to your wife or the way that you talked or the way that you deal with her, it's in response to you being that little kid that wanted to respond to your mom. Oh man, that joint jacked my whole. I was like, I came home and I cried.
You know.
I was like,
I'm sorry. You can't unknow that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like even when you get mad the next time, you go, "Is that little boy? Is that me?"
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
So I see that you also wrote a book, and it was about.
It's about my mom. The book
is a single mom, right?
Yeah, it's called Cats and Puppies, and the book really was just a love letter to my mom. Like I wrote a book for moms raising sons from the perspective of a son raised by a 16-year-old mother.
Yeah.
So I watched her fail a lot. I watched dudes. What my mom needed was somebody while she was cussing them, washing dishes, to run up behind her and kiss her on the neck and hold her and say, "Oh, Lenore, go on with that. Oh, come here, give me some love. Let me just love on you. Stop being so mean. You stop it. Let's go for a walk."
Yeah.
It'd have been over to diffuse.
Yeah.
But when she was reactionary to react, like it was just chaos. It was just chaos when I was a kid. And I just really prayed, and I heard the Lord tell me when I was young that my kids would never know what I was going through. My kids would never. All generational curses is broke with me. I heard the Lord say that when I was 9 or 10, and even hearing that and living how I was living, I just trusted that word, man. God told me one day I'm gonna make people go on. When they see you, they ain't gonna want you to leave. And that was my happy place, and that was what I just held on to as a kid. That was my dream. He just let me see this.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, you know, and I just focused on it. I didn't want to join the gang, and I didn't want to go to jail, and I didn't want to sell drugs. I wanted to get to what this voice been telling me my whole life that I could have and the things I'm gonna see. So I just concentrated on it.
I was gonna ask you another question. Let me ask you this: I hate this, but do you when women say Happy Father's Day to other women, or they want to?
My mom told me my whole life I'm the mama and the daddy, which is gross, by the way. And they have real procedures you could take these days.
Just make a change.
Make you a pronoun, and you don't have to be the mama and the daddy. I think that's absurd, and I think that's just proves the wussification of America, man. I think the wussification came when they start giving trophies to the losers. You know what I'm saying? I think when the kids in sports, when you lost and you got a trophy, that was the beginning of the wussification of America.
Yeah.
And I think it all just goes down to it wasn't. That's a funny word though. I think it all goes down to not having. Like I've been doing a lot of shows about mental health awareness, and I wish my mama and my daddy had that.
Yeah.
I wish my mama and my daddy had the freedom that Simone Biles and Naomi Osaka got to tell everybody, I'm actually cool on y'all. And
not today.
Not to say I got all the money in the world, but I actually am the richest female athlete, and I would just not like to talk to y'all
today.
And I want out of this tournament.
Dang.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't care if it's the Olympics. I don't want to do anything else. I'm in a bad headspace.
Yeah.
I wish my parents, I wish my wife parents, I wish our other generation that came before us was able to see how important and needed that was, because it is. You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, some schools, I know Seattle and I think Cali and some other places, you could take a mental day.
Really?
As a kid. Like you could
Georgia,
like,
but we need that.
I mean, you know.
But do you feel like the church has also dropped the ball on that too?
I'm not the boss of the whole church, and I don't want to be. Okay. I know what God has done in my life, and I know what Pastor Kearney has taught me, and the manhood values he put in my life. Yeah. It's sorry churches like it's sorry people, I guess. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If a mean lady is working at the Marriott, you don't ever want to go to that Marriott. You won't go to no Marriotts ever again because Sheila was in a bad mood and pissed you off. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Same thing with church.
Yep.
Same thing with church. Hey, man, I went to that church. The pastor tried to holler at me. I hate all churches. Or do you hate that pastor? You know what I'm saying? Do you? Oh, man, all churches is trash. They're not. Or is it the one you went to?
Right.
I think you need to really question your upbringing. What was your mama and them like? What, hey, maybe it was your church.
True.
Maybe. Whenever women say, oh, all men, do you know all men or do you know like 19 dudes?
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you know like 7 dudes that you slept with and you hated all of them?
Yeah.
So is it all men or is it like 25 dudes you know? Like let's not do that. It's all homosexuals. Is it all homosexuals? Because my uncle was cool and he gay. True. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what all homosexuals do, but I don't want to be the boss of all church.
Yeah. So back to what you do, which is comedy. I want to know from growing up to like now, who are the comedians that inspire you to continue to do what you're doing?
It's really weird because I'm for me, Steve Martin was so funny to me, and then he was on Saturday Night Live, and then he was doing movies, and then he was taking not theology, but what is it when you just taking this very random class at UCLA at all. So Steve Martin was the first comedian to do 15,000 and to do arenas and 10,000. Wow. Before Steve Martin, the biggest comedy, the clubs was like 500.
Before Eddie?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Eddie Murphy.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Eddie Murphy just came out. Eddie Murphy, the Delirious that he did at Constitution Hall in DC when he was 21. That place held 5,000.
Oh wow.
So it's like a Fox Theater style. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
but Steve Martin was doing like basketball arenas first. Sheesh. In 83. Okay. 82, when Robin Williams and them wasn't like they wanted, because he was doing TV and they wanted him, and then he wrote a book called Born Standing Up, and then one day he was in Vegas and his guitar was supposed to drop out of the sky and it got stuck in the sky and he found himself cussing out the dude who was supposed to drop and he quit the next day. And then he wrote the movie The Jerk, and I tell that story because the Steve Martins and the Chevy Chasers, I was a kid and I watched TV and I had to see comedy through like an adult's eyes. So my mom would take me to go see Airplane and, very physical comedy that you had to be there to get it and and I understood from Saturday Night Live, and I wanted to be a comedian since I was 3. I understood from Saturday Night Live that a joke is never over. A joke is just stretched. And then it's the same joke. They just stretch it a little bit the next week. And they stretch it a little bit the next week. So with my family, we stretch things. Our imaginations is very long because we know how to stretch. I know how to stretch time some, when my daughter.
Clearly.
My daughter and I.
8 hours.
11 hours. For real.
Hey, man. And even in my own mind, I was like, this don't make no sense. Like, for real, this don't make no sense. And I'm better than this. That's what I can't. I was so mad at my wife was like, I was so hungry.
Yeah. Oh yeah. When you get hungry, it's a.
I was there.
I feel like the performances never ended. It was 150 performances.
This is what should have happened. And I hope Jay hears this. And Jay is my partner for real. And I told him a week later. Jay, get you some help for the next one. Let 4 people perform. Let all of them have accolades. Let 2 other people jump in on a guest spot. And give awards out, dog. We gave all awards away 10 hours into an award show. We gave 1 award before the 10-hour mark. And I think that was like 4 hours in. Like,
yeah.
Like, come on now.
To me, it became.
Why we back to the hip? Right. We done went right back to the beginning of the interview.
Yeah.
It all come back to the hip hop awards. Bad churches, pastors, my daddy,
and it was
forwards.
hot. It was hot.
First of all, I keep telling everybody
Yeah.
I was not hot. I was sitting directly under that huge fan, but everybody else was hot. Now, when I walked away from the fan, now I got hot. You know what I'm saying?
It was
that's why I had to go.
You could see the waves, dog. And I think that's what was making people more mad, dog.
And I ain't understand that. I be looking. See, this is why I ain't gonna lie. I when I see a building, I see a nice building. I'm like, I see you got all this stuff, but you ain't got no AC, bro.
So I was telling the pastor for real. Pastor turned the air on. He was like, it is, but you know. But then it all comes to this. It
is
excellency.
Yeah.
Bruh,
You understand me?
that was my main. I kept saying that.
Excellency.
I kept saying everything that's done for the kingdom is never done in excellence, and it pisses me off.
It should.
Like,
So you want me to come to your beautiful church with all the projectors and
LED
everything,
screens.
your lights? You got smoke, dog. Remember he had smoke.
Yeah.
This the church. He had a real smoke machine that was not brought in.
No, they got it in
And
the back.
then he had an ESPN table.
Now that table was fire though.
It was. But
the
you ain't
video
got an
wall-
air conditioning.
But the video wall. You mean to tell me we got a video wall and don't nobody?
It took 3 hours.
Yeah.
I said, yo, let
Yeah.
me tell you, rapper, something. I was so mad, dog. I was getting more mad. I was like, so you got 90 LED screens behind us, and nobody said, I'm gonna put here go a
Crazy.
Yeah.
so I don't know.
You ain't had no food.
Less is more though. Let's
It is.
hear.
But
That's
But I
how
was
we
glad
gonna
they
end
popped
it.
it off with Ahmad. Ahmad, he
yeah,
did his
Ahmad,
thing.
Yeah,
But then
came.
it just went.
Ahmad was the dude with
The
the
first
cane.
one, yeah. With the
Showed
ladder.
off.
Showed out.
Yeah.
Showed off.
We had him
Every
here a couple
time.
weeks ago.
Yeah, he
Why
was-
put him on first when you had the shimmery legs? It's 9 people I could think
Yeah.
of that could have went on because that's your headliner. That's your halfway.
They should have
Yeah.
been in the pre-show. They had a pre-show. They should have let them folks go. To
They
the
had a
That's it.
pre-show and 1,000 of. I hosted that too,
Oh, for
and
real?
nobody knows. Listen, though,
Wow.
this gonna be the hip hop show. This gonna be y'all show because the pre-show was dope.
I heard the pre-show was actually dope. It was
Really?
more organized.
Pre-show was
Hey, cause
dope.
Sergio,
the artist
he on
got
first.
it was at the C Room.
Yep.
The artist was having fun. It was way smaller stage
Yeah.
than the next day, but he let a lot of them pre-show people on for the real show, and you can't do that in real life.
Nah,
it's
not
a
an
time.
event
It's a
like
time
that.
for everybody. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah.
So I got a question. We're gonna switch
Listen.
gears real quick. Is comedy something that you can teach someone?
So my mom, the same lady that was abused and didn't have a dad, is the funniest person I know.
Wow.
Like my mom could text me now and say, "Hey, say this on stage." Or I was talking to this bum. He wanted different baloney. I said, "This is all the baloney I got." Like my mom just and my sisters, so my mom just texted me random stuff. She was like, "I was talking to this bum and I told him, I see you all bummy. You want a sandwich?" And he was like, "Yeah." And she gave him a sandwich, and it was a chicken sandwich. And he started talking about he was a vegan Muslim or something. She was like, "Dude,
See, I
can I
almost said
have?" She
something.
said, "Can I get my sandwich back?" And he was like, "What?" And she walked away. She said, "Now you a vegan? Grow up.
Not grow up.
You gotta have something to be a vegan." You ever saw the homeless people with dogs?
Yeah.
Don't you think to yourself, the dog is saying itself, all the people to follow. You a stray too. I done
I can
homeless
go get more food than you right now.
by myself with the dog eyes. I can hit them with the Puss in Boots eyes,
Yes.
dog, and eat before you can, dog.
Yeah.
With the song in the background. In the eye.
And for the homeless people that watch this, because y'all do be having phones, get
You stupid.
a dude asked me, "Do I have Cash App?" I said, "I actually do, and I don't have any money, dog. But thanks. Don't be that homeless, dog, that you got Cash App. Because now I'm very concerned about what's happening in front of this gas station right now. You understand
Wow.
me?
Exactly.
You have Cash App, which means you have a bank,
Which
means you have a phone, which means you pay for that phone. Not with mine today, partner. Like
Wow.
that's yeah. But my mom, my sisters is so funny, man. My auntie, I'm probably the 4th or 5th funniest dude in my whole family
Oh,
or
wow.
person. Like, but I'm the only one on stage. I got a cousin that he a comedian, but his 90 cousins that's funnier than him.
Yeah.
Yeah. No offense, Todd.
First, I mean, ask, what did you see the homeless dude with Cash App? Was it in Atlanta?
In Dallas.
Oh.
I was so offended. I was mad. Confused. I had to fix my spirit. I was like, he was like, hey, bro. I said, man, I ain't got it. I said, man, nobody carry money no more. Stop it. He said, do you have Cash App?
Wow.
And I was walking and I stopped and I looked at him. I said, actually, I do. And don't make no sense, dog. And I just kept walking. And I could hear the people behind me say, did he say, yeah, Cash App? It's grown people with hella money that don't have Cash App.
Yo!
And this dude got Cash App, though.
How?
That is crazy. That is crazy.
My spirit, you got to have discernment with them homeless people, dog. Your spirit to tell you. Because my spirit to yell at me and say, give him $20. And I'll be like, I'll give him 20. Man, here. Oh, man.
I don't want to talk after this.
I'm mad right now. I'm being obedient.
All right, so Griff, look, we don't want to hold you up any longer. You know what I'm saying? We want to make sure we stay. We want to make sure we stay close to our time frame. But we do have a little fun segment that we like to do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we doing that? Oh my God!
Yeah. So Selena, get ready because we're gonna be on the screens. The name.
We got time. He told me I had to be there at a different time.
Oh, okay.
So whatever y'all want to do. Look at God.
I just want to make sure. I said 45. I said 45.
Yeah. But Selena even said whatever with your 45. And then everybody was like, I got 2 hours blocked off.
Yeah, same.
We can do whatever. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good.
You got 50 minutes.
So listen, we got a segment that we like to do called Explain That Post. Right, so what we do a deep dive on social media. We pull some stuff. Actually, I did not realize how many photos Griff had on his Instagram.
He don't delete.
He had 9,000. It's like 9,000 something. I was scrolling, and then I messed around and scrolled like diagonally, and it went off the screen. And I had to go back to his screen.
All the way back over.
I got that many. That's my bad.
That's my bad.
All right, so check this out, man. We're going to pull up some photos real quick, and we want you to talk about it. Explain what's going on in it, all right?
Where I'm looking at.
Anyone.
Right
pick one.
Oh.
So what was it?
Man. I might.
When was this?
Where you find that picture?
Let's go!
I don't think my wife's seen that picture before.
Let's go!
You seen it before?
She seen that before, man?
Best believe she looks you up, brother.
That's definitely going to church. Yeah, my
boy,
dad.
That collar long.
I'm about to say, I was looking at that collar like that.
Collar
what was crazy is my dad was really big on dressing us up at church, but then he would yell at us and hit us. I hated them suits. Like the suit, man, it's a price for the suit, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Wait, that's a suit underneath that collar?
Look at it's a vest.
I
was killing them, dog.
I was killing them.
I'm a child. You see what's going on, dog. Probably why I only want to wear shorts and Birkenstocks now.
That's crazy. All right. So let's go this way. I just want to know.
He about to get you, bro.
Why he rubbing your areolas like this, man?
He ain't.
He ain't.
And that areolas, fool.
Right.
Oreolas. What is this thing? Baltimore baseball team? Baltimore Orioles? First of all,
the caption said it all whenever it was up there.
Oh my God.
That is Joe Parker. He is an Afrikaans man from South Africa. And South Africa, they got about 55 million people, and 5 million of them is Afrikaans spread out over 9 provinces. But Joe Parker is the first person to open a comedy club in the country of South Africa.
Oh, wow.
And in 2009, I was his first international act.
Wow.
And he really changed my life. Since that picture, I've been to South Africa 24 times in the last 12 years.
Wow.
But that dude is he one of my favorite white people. That's what I told him. He one of my favorite white people.
That's amazing. All right, so let's skip over to this one.
You just mad because I ain't give you more Oreo?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Let's skip over.
He didn't want to hear it no more. Hey, this is a dumb picture. Let's go to something else.
Look at young Griff.
This the ROTC or Army?
Fun? That's the Army. That is 17 years old. I was the youngest person in basic training.
Me too.
And I was
17 too.
Yeah, I was 7. I graduated from basic when I was 17. And I was the platoon sergeant. So here I am, that same face, young face. I was in charge of 30-year-olds and 28-year-olds. And yeah, I'm proud of that picture.
How long did you serve?
I did 3 years. I copied Morse Code during Desert Storm.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Hey.
I was at MI. I'm hella smart. That's what military intelligence. People don't know.
You still know the Morse code?
I can hear it.
Oh.
I hear it in radio sometimes. I be counting it. I be hearing it in movies and be going to go get a pen. And
Make sure you stay sharp.
Hey.
Yeah.
All right.
Go to the
What
next
branch did you serve?
Army.
What was your MOS?
92 Golf.
How about, what's that?
Cook. My favorite.
Cook
I had like 6 different options. I
This
picked
is
cook.
funny. The Morse Code people, when you fail Morse Code, they made you a cook.
For real?
A lot of my real friends, like they cooks. I known them that long. I talked to a dude. Yeah, so that's 19.
How about that?
That's 1989. That's July or August of 89.
Oh,
And I
wow.
got friends that's still in the military.
Right now?
I promise you.
They crazy. They crazy.
Wow.
30 years.
They crazy.
Like easy. Command
32.
Sergeant Major and all. Like, I was
yeah,
like,
they up
dog,
there.
32.
you're an idiot. I told him, like, you're not going to tell me what to do after 3 years. I'm cool. When I got out the military, so they start giving me a lot of Article 15s towards the end of my 3 years. So 2.5, because I was so squared away. I lived in Germany. I was literally what they called a super dit, which is because the dots and the dashes is da-da, did da-da-da. So I'm a super dit, right? Like I copied most people hear Morse code like this. Did-it, da-da-da, da-da-da, did-it. But I was copying, and that was like 25 groups of characters.
Wow.
Getting it.
Yeah, I finished school early.
Yeah.
I finished the AIT. I had every Friday off. If you pass the code, you get the Friday. I never had a Friday at school. So I was sweet. I was super duper arrogant because I was young and all these old people. I'm 19 and a half, 20. I'm the freshest dude out here. And y'all 41 and you know what I'm saying? So they was mean to me.
Yeah.
And I had these very racist sergeants from Mississippi that would, now we all clowning. I joked, I'm a comedian still, so I'm clowning everybody. Now it's all funny until it's you.
Yeah.
So I remember these two mean hunkies took me in the office. Nobody was in there but them. They put me at attention. And they was and one of them grabbed me, so I came out. I was like, "Man, what's going? Man, open the door. What's happening right now for real? Shut up, specialist. You get out of attention right now." And I wouldn't get out of attention. They was like, "You get out of attention, and you getting 2 weeks of," and I wouldn't get out of attention. And he said, "Man, I'm gonna give you 4 weeks, and we gonna take you somewhere." I said, "Man, I'm gonna stand at attention, but I'm getting out the Army. I'm going to never get talked to like this again. I promise you I'm going to stand at attention right now. I'm going to do all this extra duty, but you will never talk to me like that."
Sheesh.
White man. We giving you another 2 weeks. Hunky. How about that? I with tears in my eyes, at attention, shaking my head. Never. Ever. And and then towards the end, they was like, "Well, if you re-enlist, we give you a bonus and put you, take them Article 15s off and all." I was like, "No, give me mine." I did all of them. So they had me doing Article 15 is basically you got to do extra work. You understand me? So they had me moving rocks. They had me in the morning taking rocks like from one side of the street to the other side of the street.
Just because.
For 8 hours a day. So I read, this here comes Smart Griff. So I read the UCMJ, which is all the rules of the military. And in one of them paragraphs, it said, I do not have to, if I got Article 15 and I got to do something for 8 hours, I can pick what side I want to stay on. If I move 5 rocks in 8 hours. I did my 8 hours. Oh yeah, so they played themselves at the end, and then I got out at Fort Jackson, and dude was like, "Well, what you gonna do when you get out? You know, you gonna be a civilian? It's hard, man. Civilians is out." I was like, "Whatever, man. I'm gonna be a comedian." He's like, "You gonna be a comedian?" And he said, he opened his drawer and he said, "Or sign them contracts right there. We'll give you another 2 weeks, make you a sergeant when you come back in." And I said, "That's what you be really telling people?" Ooh. And then he took the paper and was like, "Yeah, you gonna be a comedian for real." and then I walked off post with the middle finger, and it was a movie theater that was right there off post, and they was playing Boomerang.
Wow.
And I went and watched Boomerang by myself in this empty movie theater, and I was like, I'm gonna be a comedian. It was filled with comedians.
Wow.
Yeah.
Remember Chappelle, Chris Rock, Eddie Murphy, like everybody was in it. Like, and I was like, I made the right decision.
Yeah. I almost went to the Marines. Almost.
My father was a Marine, so I joined it, and then I was like, the craziest person I know, definitely not gonna be in the branch that you love so much. But when I told him, I was like, I joined the Army, Dad. He was like, oh, good. It mean ain't ready to be a Marine yet. Ooh. I said, that's so good.
Yo, that is amazing. Wow.
He said it so fast. I wanted to strike him. It's like when I told my mom, I gathered the courage to tell my mom about 5 or 6 years ago, all the dudes you ever dated was sorry. Horrible dudes. And she said, look how many examples I gave you on how not to be.
Oh, wow.
It took me 6 years.
6 years to get that bar, right?
Cut me down. That's how quick my family is. Let me see another bit.
All right, let's go. He got the day cap, man.
Wow.
I live here, you don't.
That was COVID.
That was COVID.
During
Snatch the
COVID,
joint off
I
your
said,
head.
I'm going to grow hair. And I went and got grease, went and got me some Murray's grease, some sporting
Slick it down.
So I had hair. So again, being defiant, so I got out the military July 17th of 92. And in the military, you can't shave your head because you are property of the United States, and they want you to you just got to cut low, like with clippers, right? So I was like, I'm going to shave my head. So I just been shaving my head since 92, but I had sweet waves. Like, I find another picture with these waves. Like, so I tried, and now my hair look like my dad's. And it was funny though, because I hadn't grown my hair since July 92, and during COVID, I had some time to play. And I had never wore one of those before, and I always liked them. Like, I had a do-rag like in 84, like, but I always wanted to wear a stocking cap, so that just blessed me right there. I was doing radio.
As soon as I saw this, I was just like, yo, it just reminded me of that scene.
That's hilarious.
All right, cool. Let me get another one, man. Look at Griff with the hoops.
I think so. That's that FUBU outfit. That girl is from London. I was hosting something, and she was my homeboy girlfriend. Yeah, but I was rocking the hoops though. I was rocking the hoops for real. That's probably with that G2K chain around my.
I'm about to say, look at the chain.
The Griffy 2K chain. I hosted Beyonce's pay-per-view, and I wore that. So that had to be like January of 02.
I'm about to say, that's in the 2000s for sure.
Gotta be.
That was what it was back then.
All right, so let me pop another one. Bam.
That was at Parker's. That was at Joe Parker's, that white dude, his comedy club. That was at, so he had 3 of them. That was at the Silver Star Casino location.
Killing the stage.
I was having fun.
You remember what joke he was in?
I'm trying to think. No, I'm thinking about it too.
I feel like he's doing the whoa.
I can't do it. Well, so I know but I do like that. I'm gonna put whoa under it. Give me that picture. I started the whoa.
All right, so this one is one that I really enjoyed, man. You remember that day? I'm gonna end on this
at the Spin Awards.
Man, that was the first time I met you, actually.
That's when I first walked up.
Yeah, pulled up. We was outside. And I was at the Legacy Theater too.
Yeah, it was at a really nice place. And
that was
good. The band was sweet. I had a good time. Did you go last year? How was it last year?
I went last year.
I didn't go last year.
Tony G hosted it. My homeboy from Columbia, radio dude.
Yeah.
How was it?
It was straight last year. It was just because of COVID.
That's the big dude, right?
You couldn't have
No.
Okay.
We had to have it in like an event room in the hotel because of COVID. Because nothing was really open.
Is Tony G the light skinned guy that?
Yes.
Yeah.
In Columbia on the radio.
Okay.
So yeah, that's the only thing. It was you didn't get to have the theater type. So I know now they're doing it in where is this gonna be at? It's out there by you, Legacy. Buford,
yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yo, so Griff, I got a video I want to play, right?
Yeah, he been talking about this video.
Because this the first time I got introduced to Griff, right? And
Is it the worst comedian in the world?
Yo, so this video, right? This video, because I was like, yo, who is this guy that came on afterwards? This video is a video.
It's the worst comedian in the world.
The worst comedian in the world, but
YouTube owe me money for that, and I'm actually talking to them right now because that video got millions and millions of they owe me money.
Is it playing through the headphones?
I don't hear it.
No, I don't hear it.
Oh, it's
There you
low.
go. I think he gonna be cussing though. I think I'm gonna be cussing too.
Yeah, that's cool.
We're gonna beep it out.
This dude is bombing. That's all the low self-esteem.
Bro,
That's all the LSE.
Wow.
Look at Griff.
Right.
Look at Griff. Look at Griff.
I was a little
Look at
jerky.
Griff. Get off of me.
Don't touch me.
Look at
I love when
you crying
comedians
for real?
bomb though. I love when they bomb. Cause they blame it on everybody else. Low self-esteem.
Bro, I was rolling, man. When I seen this, bro, I was like, yo, who is this guy?
So let me ask you a question. Let me ask you though.
We gonna get
what
Griff
did,
up
what
outta
did
here,
he
man.
say?
I met that dude one time. I saw him and he was like, "Man, you don't know me, but you was real mean to me."
Ooh.
And I
don't know you.
Whenever a dude
don't
start
know
a
you.
conversation like that, it's like, are we fighting now? Because I was mean a long time ago, but he was so serious, and somebody was pulling him away, and he was like, "Yeah, man, you." No idea what he's talking about, right? And then a year later, somebody showed me that, and I was like, yeah, I was definitely mean.
That was
He deserved
hilarious.
it.
Yeah, he
It
was
get
bombing
worse.
bad though. If you watched
I
the whole
was cussing
thing,
a lot on that, yo.
it's all
That was
good,
my
man. It's all good. It's all good.
pre-Jesus.
So look, Griff,
Free Jesus.
Griff, I want to end on this question, man. What is one bit of advice? You know, you're an OG in this game now. What is one bit of advice that you would give your 18-year-old self?
I don't know. My 18-year-old self was kind of sweet. Like that's what I was telling you. I was in this. I'm the fastest Morse Code copier.
Yeah.
18. I just actually, we started AIT September 22nd, 89, and I turned 18 on the 30th.
You have a great memory.
It sucks
Stop.
sometimes.
Them
though.
dates, I want to remember it.
Yeah, I remember. No, I remember it all, man. Today I've been doing comedy for 26 years, 4 months, 2 weeks, and 3 days. And if I had to tell at 18, I don't know if I'd have changed anything, because at 18 I was on my.
Just on it.
I
Just on your
was
ish, for real.
really like, I'm not with my parents. I don't have to deal with my parents. It's all on me.
Yeah.
And I'm the best. And
what you doing,
everybody need me. And I'm about to get a top secret security clearance because of how sweet I am that nobody taught me. Just, you know what I'm saying? So at 18, I had a lot of 30-year-old friends and 29-year. Like, I always been the youngest dude with all the old people,
Yeah.
and they just treated me like a peer, you know. So my 18 self, if I think now at 18, I might say don't talk to your dad for 10 years,
Okay.
or maybe 12, but not 20 though. Yeah, like not 20. Like cut him some slack.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying, and then cut yourself some slack. I think at 18, I was probably. At 18, 19, I was a full-blown alcoholic. I was living in Germany. I'm 18. I'm at the club. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm drinking whatever everybody else drink. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the military. I remember for my 21st birthday, I knew I wanted one thing, and that was not to have liquor. Like, so I was like a proper... You know how I was. You was in the military, work all hard, get drunk on the weekend, be hungover on Sunday, go back to work, get drunk again, hope a happy. You know what I'm saying? It was just but I was doing all that to mask everything that was wrong with me, you know. So I think in my 18-year-old self, I would say just cut people some slack.
And what would you tell an upcoming person that's trying to get into the comedy game as far as inspiration?
Work at Chick-fil-A.
For real?
What?
You don't want to do this, dog. You don't want to, I don't know what the new starting comedians do. What is y'all doing? There's a lot of stuff going on. What is Selena doing behind me? I told you I wanted her right
directing
here.
traffic.
I'm like, oh, okay. Selena, what is you telling them? Wrap it up. Why is everybody looking around?
She said nothing.
I would, any new comedian or anybody doing anything, you want to be a singer, it's just it's repetition. It's a lot of repetition. It's a lot of go to all open mics. If you're a comedian and they have in a country western bar and they do karaoke on, ask them, can you do comedy first? You know what I'm saying? Just don't learn clean comedy. It's easy to cuss. Can you make kids laugh and grandparents with the same intensity, not a grandparent laugh?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I would say learn clean. It's more money in clean than not.
Gotcha.
So what would you say to a black man who came to you and said, I haven't talked to my dad in 12 years?
Oh, man, I would say, because men always come to me now because they hear that testimony, you know, and I would say, man, I said, even if you reach out to him right now and be like, hey, Dad, this is Brian. I just wanted to tell you I love you. Don't say nothing else. Just text him and tell him you love him. Leave him a message, tell him you love him, and don't expect him to hit you back with the love.
Yeah.
For a long time. Don't do it because you want the love to come back. Do it because you really mean it.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I love you, man. Man, I wouldn't be. I think when I realized that my dad, it's 400 million sperms and a teaspoon of sperm. That means we all the jackpot. You know what I'm saying? When I really start doing the numbers, because you said you got a good memory, and when I did the numbers, I was like, man, my dad did good. What did you talk about? Like, just because he don't want to celebrate being a billionaire, I help him. Like, so I just start having empathy on him, because it must not be a good place when your son is who I am, and you don't get to kind of enjoy that with him, you know. So all I could do is.
Do you have sons?
I got 3 sons. Oh. I got a blended family again. So we got 7 kids now. My oldest, the Griffin boys, they 30 and 28. Oh. And then I got another son I raised that'll be 28 in a couple weeks. And then my wife's son is going to be 29. 28, 29? 29, yeah, I was right. So I raised my sons that, it's okay to cry. It's okay to cry. Important. It's okay to stop being hard when you don't have to. My kids went to Westlake. Like, stop acting like thugs. Y'all middle class kids. These rappers gonna get you shot in the face.
For real.
You don't know what to do with a hammer. What you gonna do with a hammer? A real one or a gun. Stop it. Stop it. Like, just stop it. Y'all middle class kids.
Yeah.
Enjoy being middle class, and you don't have to know the hood. That's the best part. You ain't got to know the hood. Thank you, God, that my dad taught me that you can get out the hood. I learned a lot from my dad when I think back of what he taught me. He taught me chivalry. You know, he taught me women ain't supposed to open their door.
Yeah.
Now, he took the anger to a whole nother level when somebody accidentally, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was messed up, the weekend messed up style anger. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
But again, that's that mental health piece that if I could tell my 18-year-old self, I would tell everybody right now, everybody go get therapy.
Yeah.
Like, tell them at 18. Like, the military, the police, doctors, all these people that help us, they need therapy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Especially a military person. PTSD is real. This is not something that they made up. They told these boys and girls that's 18 and 19 years old how to use a weapon, then taught you how to kill people, and then said, all right, man, go back to middle America. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just kill people for
And they think
a year
everybody
and a
trying to
half.
attack them now. Everybody. Like, one of my friends just got back from Iraq, and he carry a gun even in his house. Like, he keep it on him in his house because that's all he know.
Yeah, and that deserves therapy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? My son told me when they debrief you, he been to Afghanistan 2 or 3 times, that they have to tell you to don't freak out on plastic bags crossing the street. Like, if you see a Walmart bag and it's just blowing in the wind, you don't think, you don't even swerve, stupid bag.
Yeah.
But they start thinking IEDs and bomb, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it triggers something. Or the Indian person or the Palestinian person or the person at the gas station.
Yeah.
It triggered them when they, you know what I'm saying? So I think mental health, man. Mental health is important. And shows like this, it's cool to see y'all so young and love Christ and know it's a better way. It don't have to be. You don't have to be. I don't know how to shout.
Yeah.
But
Or
if
speak
my
in tongues.
feet eventually do what my spirit feel, it's over. I'm out shouting everybody. I'm going to the front. It's a straight shout off with mine. Like, but I know what God does to me in my life. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that everybody else need to see it. Of course, they need to see it in your walk, but I don't want to sell Jesus. I don't.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to. I can tell you some fresh stories how he saved me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? These 2 hunkies was gonna beat me up in the army, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? I got a million stories of how the Spirit told me, leave. Like, not even. I thought somebody said it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like, left, everybody was shooting. Like, I mean, my whole life. So at some point in my life, I realized these are not coincidences.
Yep.
Yeah.
This voice that I keep hearing that's saying, man, don't go to that girl house. And then the dudes that went anyway, some dudes jumped out on them. And like, I've always been safe. Like, it's a really weird, man. Like, I've been so covered my whole life that when I look back, I'm 50 in a couple months. And I just say, my whole life I've been covered. Like,
Wow.
just from danger, I've been in 9 car accidents where 7 of the cars was totaled. 2 of them I had to come out in the jaws of life. Not a scratch.
Wow.
Never. And it was never my fault. That's the other part. Great driving record. That was never my fault. 9 accidents.
Man,
Rolled
checks.
up under stuff, squished. One time, I went to tape Comic View on Memorial Drive at the Atrium, and this van hit me. I was making my right, and a dude hit me in the back, and I was in a 67 Volvo, so it was all metal, right?
Yeah.
And I flipped like 11 times, and it felt like it was an angel just holding me in a circle. The whole car was going around me and around me and around me and around me and around me, and I was fine.
Wow.
Like, so I just knew after accident 5, I ain't gonna die in a car accident. This is dumb. But I also would not like to have them anymore too, Lord.
Yeah, I hear that.
You know what I'm saying? I get it. It's cool. I don't need to have them no more.
Really? 4 more?
I love my car, okay?
Man, and the jaws of life ones though. And then they told me in half the accidents, if you'd have wore your seatbelt, you'd have been dead. Because you got crushed by the
Oh, the
you know
impact.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
sometimes I wear my seatbelt, sometimes I don't. When I hear Lord say, put your seatbelt on. Then I'll be extra nervous and don't want to drive when I got to hear the Lord say, put your seatbelt on. Yeah. Oh, man. Start looking around, right?
You get mad close.
You know what? Baby, you mind driving today?
10 to 2. Hey, baby, you drive. You drive.
I can't do it. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? Yeah. I don't even want to go no more.
I don't even want to go no more.
I didn't want to go no more. Griff. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say I appreciate y'all time, man. I appreciate y'all
appreciate your time,
chopping
man.
it
Really.
up with me.
For real.
I hope somebody watch this and learn something that could be useful for the kingdom. That's all I get. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how to be nobody else. I'm just the boss of me. I try to tell my wife what to do. She grown. all my kids, they grown. They, so it feel good when my sons call me and ask me for wisdom.
Wow.
Like my son literally called me Wednesday and said, Dad, I need some wisdom on something. Dude got me for $600, and I'm trying not to use all this military on him and lay on the ground with the makeup on. Like I'm trying to.
That's facts.
He was mad for real.
I believe you, bro.
I said, son, charge it to the game.
Facts, yeah.
Never loan nobody $600 again. Cut dude off immediately. Don't be cool with him.
And charge it again.
And charge it to the game. You'll never
It
lose
ain't worth
$600 from that person again. I promise you in your whole life. But laying in the dirt and doing all this extra is all on you. And when they come get you, that $600 dude gonna say, and then he just start tripping.
Yep, that's it.
And they still got you for the $600. You know what I'm saying, man? They kicked this door in. So I think at this point in my life, man, all my stories and all my craziness and everything that ever happened for me is a testimony that somebody could hear and understand that God will deliver you to.
Facts,
Amen
facts,
to that,
facts.
for real.
Yo, Griff, man, we appreciate you, man.
Definitely.
Appreciate you for real, for real, for real. Appreciate you a lot.
Thanks
man.
for having me.
We gotta thank his wife too. 'Cause
Oh yeah,
Thank you,
she
Queen.
makes sure I be on time.
She's
Shout out to my
beautiful.
awesome wife. We newlyweds. We just got married December 30th, so
Congrats,
we
congrats.
almost 8 months or so. Actually, today is like an anniversary. What is it? 9th anniversary?
Say that with confidence. Say it with confidence.
Yesterday, 9 months. Shut up. I'm about to tongue kiss her as soon as I get up.
snap. Got a kid. She don't know what's
Tongue
going
kiss. You gotta say that to a woman. I'm about to tongue kiss you. She's gonna be like, you better stop. Don't be, look at even Selena jumped on. She's like, who tongue kissing people over there?
Man, Griff, let them know where they can follow you, man, on all the socials, whatever you got going on, coming up next.
on everything. The number 2, the word trillion website. I think on Facebook it's Griff is 2 trillion. But if you just pull up Griff, it's 2 comedian Griffs in the world. One of his name is Griff Rhys Jones, and he's an English-British actor that's about 17 years older than me, but it's him and then me. So I'll be 1 or 2 out of 7.5 billion, almost 8.
Right.
Yes, sir.
It's crazy. So listen, make sure y'all tap in with Griff, man. Anything he got
Get
going
Up Mornings
on,
with Erica Campbell. I
What's
got a
up?
real life, dog. Like,
I got a real life.
Monday through Friday. Check your local listings. I'm on the radio with Erica Campbell from the group Mary, 6 to 10 Eastern, 5 to 9 Central. We on in about 40 plus markets around the country. So
Facts. Y'all need a little extra show for filling some time or anything like that.
a show fill in.
Hey, actually, you might receive. You never
We
know.
do. I was out all last week and I had different people sit in for me. So let me know. I could vouch for you.
No, I'm for real.
I'm for real too.
All right, cool. We gonna make it happen. All right.
It's easy.
Look,
For real, for real.
But
for
see
real.
how ready you gonna be because you did this show and when your time came, you was ready.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's it.
Yes,
That's
sir.
how it works.
Let's do it, man. So listen, make sure y'all tap in with Griff, man, on all the socials and everything he got going on. Griff, we appreciate you, man.
Thanks again,
For real,
man.
for real,
Love
for real.
to my wife and my daughters, hopefully, that I'm gonna see today. How about that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Pull up. It's your first radio show. Y'all tap in. We catch y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.